because she found a suicide note written by her son, so she lectured Jack at the police station, told him everything in the book. This is bad. The three men were now rightly named as suspects, so the police began a rigorous trial of them, and knew the police wouldn't believe the cycle of events, so she didn't want to say anything more.
其实吧，我脑子有点问题。我前两天刚被摩托车撞。
Mike was even more impatient, because he was about to throw up. The only person chosen by the light is the conqueror of asthma. He was convinced he could save the world. It's almost 12 o'clock, which means they'll be back on the bus soon.
你们俩现在把手里所有的信息整合一下，同步给我，我能用得上。我要替你们去拯救世界，相信我。
It was exactly as he said it would be. As soon as the clock struck 12, they were on the 16th loop. Annie told Mike about the tip she'd found at the police station, that the man in front of him was a murderer, and that he had a motive to get back at society. Mike was also suspicious of him at this point. Look at the round thing in his bag. Isn't that the bomb in the emoji bag? And then, he was on the move again. As soon as Mike got close to him, he started to get cautious, and he was sneaking around. He looks like he really cares about his bag. Annie said there was something wrong with him, but how could they check? And the two of them started to make a plan, and Jack was about to get into his car. Annie was very excited. She couldn't wait to meet her new team member. But sadly, Jack had no memory of them at this point. It didn't look like he was the one chosen by the light, saying that he would not use his code to call him first, saying that he had now come up with a plan, and then they went into action. The two of them pretend to have an argument. Then Mike took the opportunity to approach the big man. He didn't hesitate to give the sack a kick. He wasn't afraid that the bomb would explode if he kicked it. And then he gives the sack a good, hard kick, only to discover that it only contained watermelons. He's not a weakling either. He knocked Mike over with ease. The passengers see this and immediately stop them. The prison reformer said he was sorry, so he explained that the watermelons were for his son, because his son had blogged that he wanted to eat watermelon. He had been hoping that his family would forgive him. Annie felt very guilty after hearing this. It seemed he wasn't the killer, so she told him that his son had already forgiven him. He was so relieved. Then he shared the watermelon with everyone. A rare heartwarming moment on the bus of death. Although it didn't save his life this time, but it did save his soul. As the explosion ends, the 17th cycle begins. This time it was down to two suspects. They found out that both of them got on the same bus at the same stop. It seems the truth is getting closer and closer, and even more fortunately.